That's right. This year's crop was a total disaster. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing better than me. What a sad day. I had to till the whole thing under. Global warming, man. That's what it's all about. It hasn't rained in 7 days. This was all burnt up. So I just took the disc collier, and this is it. Dried up corn. Oh man. Good morning. Update on the estate sale, farm estate sale that I had yesterday. It also too was a total failure. Oh man. Where did I go wrong? You know what it ended up boiling down to? Here's what's really the problem. That farmers have taken a hit this year because of the drought here in North Carolina. Now there's a lot of commercial farmers that still do real well. Their crops are great. They have irrigation. They're using a lot of chemicals and fertilizers, and they're doing all those necessary things to keep their plants healthy and also produce product. But I am natural. I don't put anything on what I plant out here, and I let Mother Nature take care of the rest. So that's that problem. The estate sale, everybody looked at this stuff, but this stuff is too big for the average farmer or hobby farmer or just gardener. You know, I told people that if you wanted to buy this thing, I put a good cash price on this. And the problem is, if you don't have at least a 45 horsepower to 47 horsepower tractor, you're not going to pull this plow. So that was the problem. I had 3 people look at it yesterday, and it's too big. And I was going to give away all these parts too, all these accessories. Surprisingly, nobody wanted a bush hog. And this is a 5-foot commercial. I had a lot of people look at this row builder, but I said I'm not really interested in selling it because it's too expensive. So no one bought that. Oh man. What can you say? What can you say? But I got my dump truck. It's back. It runs. It's fine. Yeah, I think people really, there's still a lot of money out there. People have money, but when it comes to anything farm related, I look at Craigslist myself, and there's a lot for sale. Hee-ho, hee-ho. But that's okay. It's paid for. I've already taken the tax write-off on everything. It's free for me to own it. It's just that I wanted to get some other things accomplished, but until I sell off, more stuff, then I won't be able to go out and buy what I really want, or at least what I think I want. But anyway, that's the update. The crop's a failure, and the estate sale was a failure. But I did make $7 yesterday. One lady did just buy a little trinket, and that was cool. A little trinket. Went down here yesterday and of course cut all the grass. So since everybody was up here messing around, my job was really just to cut the grass while everybody was looking at everything, and then if they had any questions, I just answered what I can answer. But I didn't see anybody break out the big cash. Took the old Skag lawnmower and just ran all through there. That's definitely waist high down there now. I'm back 2 acres. But nice little trail all the way down to the creek. Got that at least accomplished. Farm life, man. Very, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. We got some rain coming in. Talking about flash floods. A little bit late. It's a little bit late, weatherman. I've already lost everything. But being that I'm under 10 acres, I only got a little hobby farm. I can't write off anything. It's a bunch of crap. You have to have over 10 acres planted, and if you lose it, then you can write it off on your insurance, but I'm nowhere near that. Man. And I was hoping to get some sweet corn this year too. No sweet corn. And my baby. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. It's okay. I did get an offer on a Isuzu yesterday. I turned it down. Yes, I turned it down. Wasn't enough. Got to step up to the plate to get my baby. That's right. Step up to the plate. Now, I did have a lady come up here yesterday and looked at my layout with the redneck in, the redneck shitter, the hammock, and my little porch. And she said this was an ingenious idea. When I told her it only cost me $750 to build it, she almost flipped out. She said she's going to build something like this on her property. I said, yeah, just buy the shed, you know, and then start attaching stuff around the shed, and then you can create your own little space. And she was like, oh, wow, that's so cool, that's so cool, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. It was fun. So hopefully everything is going well in everybody's world. I just picked up, sorry, there's bugs out here, as always. If you don't like bugs, don't live in the country. But I picked up a big bathroom remodeling contract for next Monday. I've got a couple of maintenance items. Last week, somebody asked me, am I still working, am I selling, or am I moving? No, none of that. I'm decluttering. I started with my house, my townhome in the city. I posted those videos about me giving away a bunch of stuff, because you know what it ends up boiling down to is that when something sits around for more than a year and you don't touch it, all you're doing is looking at it, to me that's a waste. So I'm starting to get rid of shit, stuff that I just don't need. And really, it doesn't affect me one way or the other if I get rid of it. So that's kind of it. And I'm doing the same thing out here. Just decluttering from all these years of collecting a bunch of stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, collecting a bunch of stuff. And everybody knows how that feels. It's like hoarding. Except my stuff is all organized. I'm an organized hoarder. I suppose that's the best way to put it. An organized hoarder. Yeah, you can tell that we're definitely going to get some rain. We're going to get some rain this evening. It's supposed to be pretty damn heavy too. Well, the bottom line is they still have to come out here every 2 weeks and cut the shit out of this grass because it's a foot tall every single time. It doesn't matter. Rain or shine or just heat, the grass always grows. The weeds always grow. That's a constant. Weeds always grow, no matter what. So, I hope to declutter, like I said, get it to a point to where I got just the basic stuff that I need and that I use. Let's say that I'm using all the time. And I can either take that equipment that I'll keep and make money with it, or it has to be an essential part of being out here, like cutting the grass, the Skag mowers, the John Deeres. All that stuff's essential for me maintaining the place. Chainsaws, things of that nature, that's just farm life. But when I'm in the city, I've got the business to where now it's consolidated down just to the point to where I can take my van and take my enclosed travel trailer and do 90% of all work that I do, minus one thing. This. Okay? This is my most... I make more money with this dump trailer and that ladder than just about anything. That's paid for itself 1,000 times over. That's the way I look at everything. This hasn't made me but 3 trips to haul the excavator. That's what this is for, to haul vehicles and equipment. And really, it only goes on the road 3 to 4 times a year, but you know, those events, that work that I do with it earns me quite a bit of money. So it's essential. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. But the bulldozer and a few other items around here don't have to have it. I needed it in the beginning when I was building this place, because to me, everything was important. I thought, okay, if I had this piece of equipment, I can do this much work and get it done myself. So really, I could have rented everything, but I would own nothing because everything would be rented. And yes, I'd have the same results with less clutter. So there's the argument on both sides of the fence, right? Right. Let everybody else's machinery do all the work, and then I don't own anything, but then I wouldn't have any tax write-offs year after year after year after year, which I need. Kind of a random video. It's just an update from yesterday, the big estate sale. Sorry, I didn't want to video anybody that came up here. That would have freaked them out. You know, you don't do that. So I didn't. I got to head back to the city now because my ultimate challenge today, drum roll, is dealing with the state North Carolina DOT registration and tax and titling for that truck. That's my mission. I just got it North Carolina state inspected. I got my 02 cargo van state inspected, and I got my 04 cargo van state inspected. Now, the big thing is I'm gonna get the rating changed on this damn truck. Because hell, it's a car payment in itself dealing with the registration taxes on this truck, which only hauls 3 or 4 times a year. So, if all goes well, it's starting to sweat. If all goes well, I'll save myself anywhere from $450 to possibly $600 today once we change the value where they've got, the state has got this value of this jacked so high that I'm being hit for that property taxes on the value of the truck. Plus I'm getting hit for the value or the rating of the weight on the truck. So those are 2 areas I can save big money on, and I will find out today how much I save. Remember, boys and girls, it's not always about how much you spend to have something. It's about how affordable you can make it to keep something. Remember that year after year after year, everything that you purchase, everything that you buy will either be taxable in some way, shape, or form, or it's going to cost you in maintenance some way, shape, or form. And if you just let it sit, it sometimes costs you, because then you have to repair it because it sat so damn long that you have to go rebuild an engine, seals, gaskets, oil changes, tires, all that shit. So one day, and everybody keeps asking me this question all the time. Well, what am I going to do with it all? If I get rid of it, what am I going to do? Look, I'm not ready to retire yet. I got 3 years to go. 3. I'm counting them down. In that year, the 3rd year, what I'm going to do is restructure everything to the point to where I live as cheap as I possibly can, get full retirement benefits from Social Security because I'm fully invested. And the bottom line is, with my military benefits, my Social Security benefits, I could sit back and pick and choose what I want to do in my life from that point on. And I have a couple ideas, but the ideas all boil down to positioning myself in life, prepping. I'm prepping myself right now that when I get 66 and a half plus 2 months, I'm financially, emotionally, and property-wise, business-wise, positioned exactly where I need to be to tackle the next 20 years of my life. So I don't waste them. That's what it's all about, not wasting your life. And if you want to waste your life, go ahead. You have my blessings. But I'm not going to waste mine. You have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a vision. You have to have some sort of common sense going into this that will put you in a position to where you don't have to be some minimum wage worker on a basic pension package and you still have to work in your 70s. That would suck. Folks, that would suck. And unfortunately, I do know a lot of people in the Raleigh area that didn't plan very well for their retirement, and they have to work. Not because they want to, like volunteering or something. They have to work because they need that extra little income to support their Social Security benefits, which is not one whole hell of a lot. Okay? So really, that's the message here, folks. You prep for everything, and you prep for life. You prep for retirement. But the bottom line is you got to prep here. You got to get your mind right. If you're going to get your mind right and you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you just go about every day like that's your last, go ahead and live that way if you want to. But I just don't believe that's a good strategy. Not in my opinion. Leave your opinion. What are you doing to prep for life? The rest of your life. I really want to hear what you guys are doing. Please leave those comments down below. You know me, I'm Tom. I'm out here just doing what I think is the right thing to do for me. Tell me what you're going to do for you. I love you. Smash the bell for future notifications. Leave those comments thumbs up, and I'll talk to you later.